good, yep.
Look this way.
Just look through the camera. Hold on.
Over here, if you don't mind. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Josh, split the games over the weekend. You know, what were your thoughts on the Miners' performance?
You know, on Saturday, I thought we played a pretty decent game. You know, we were hitting on all cylinders. Our bench really carried us. I thought, you know, a lot of those guys came in, stepped up. Jordan and Fish came in, and they basically blew the game open for us. So, you know, we're very thankful for them. We needed some bench contribution, and they did their job. And then Sunday, we knew Frankston was going to be good, and, you know, we were ready for a tough game. You know, unfortunately, we came out slow. That's kind of on us, the starters, because everything starts with us. So we came out really slow, really disappointed in our performance that night. You know, we fought back to bring it back to a pretty close game, and we just couldn't get over the hump. And, you know, just all credit to Frankston. They showed up, kicked our butts, and, you know, we're going to go into the weekend thinking about it for a long time until our next game.
And you touch on the bench performance. You get 50 points off the bench on Saturday and then only 20 on Sunday. Is it a bit of a worry that you can get such sort of up and down performances from the bench?
You know, it's not too much of a worry. You know, the starters kind of bring everything. You know, our bench, we rely on them a lot, but you know, our starters kind of let us down a little bit. I think, you know, we didn't really set a good tone for the team. So if we don't set a good tone, you know, we can't expect the bench to come in and do anything differently if we're not setting the right tone for the game. So, you know, it was kind of started with the starters. We were lackadaisical in the first half. You know, we let them get this huge lead, and we can't just expect the bench to come in and just save our butts all the time. So it's on us. You know, the bench tried their best to, you know, kind of get us out of that hole, and unfortunately they couldn't.
You obviously split the games at the weekend. What were your impressions of the two performances?
Yeah, look, the girls were really unlucky. Should have won two, could have kept that 13-game winning streak going. But fantastic overtime win for the girls, and keeps themselves in the finals hunt. With the Miners, obviously we'd like to win both games, but had a good home win against Ringwood, and they went down and knocked off Bendigo the next day. So I knew they're pretty good, and so I was pretty pleased about, you know, how we stuck through that game on a consistent basis, just quarter by quarter. We pretty much won each game by each quarter by 5 points. So the big thing for me is consistency in how we play, and we got a pretty good result. And Fish and Jordan came off the bench. You know, they went to a zone at various stages throughout the game because they couldn't guard us man-to-man, but when they went to zone, we blew them apart. So, and really got going from the three-point line, and then it was pretty much not a contest after three-quarter time, you could say. But pretty pleased with that win. In regard to Frankston, you know, we knew they'd come out tough because they'd lost to the bottom team, and we're the top team right now. And, you know, we know and expect, we've spoken about it halfway through the season, or more than halfway through. You know, everyone looks at the ladder, they want to beat the person that's on top of the ladder, so we know we've got to bring it every night. And, you know, we spoke about it, and I think we were ready for it, but they jumped us at the start, and credit to them. They really came out of the blocks and got off to a good start. But, you know, one of the things I was pleased about, you know, we came from 15 behind and got within a point, I think it was the third quarter and then partway through the last quarter. So we had our chances. Things went against us a bit throughout the game. But I thought we really fought it out. And, you know, credit to Frankston, they needed the win. They're trying to keep themselves in the hunt. And so we didn't back up that well the next day, but we've got 2 weeks to go through it. We know where we need to improve. You know, they mixed it up as well. Most teams are mixing it up with zone and man. There was a little period, obviously, there where we struggled against their zone. And we probably had our worst shooting night of the season. You know, we went 2 from 22 from the three-point line, and we're 14 and 28 against Ringwood the night before, 50%, which is outstanding. So some nights you're going to have those bad shooting nights, but what I was really pleased about, even though we weren't shooting the ball well, we got back into the game and got within a point, and that's through your defence and rebounding. And so we were right there, but we just couldn't get across the line in the end.
You know, 5 wins out of your last 6 games going into this 2-week break. How are you feeling?
Well, we definitely wish it was 6 wins. I think the loss on Saturday night, it was, you know, heart-wrenching. And that's why on Sunday, we just looked at each other in the fourth quarter with a couple minutes to go, and we're like, no, this is not happening again, and pulled out a great win. So I think going into the break, like, the feeling is good, because even though we wanted to win on Saturday, having that win yesterday really just reinforces that we're doing a lot of the right things and we believe in each other, and now we can go kind of enjoy rest, take care of our bodies, and come back even stronger.
And similarly on Sunday, you know, Lucy's got that shot at the end, it goes in and out. What do you say to her going into overtime to help her out?
We told her before we were even walking off the court into the huddle before overtime, we said, Lucy, that's your shot. We believe in you. If you get an open look in overtime, take it. That was the right shot. And we were so proud of her because sure enough, a couple minutes later, she hit a huge jump shot for us. And so I think that's part of just being a team. You got to back each other. And a lot of times it's hard to be that person to take the game-winning shot, but we trust each other, and I think that's important.
And